Good afternoon then. So yeah, some work has come up. I don't think if you would have noticed, but I'll post a picture. For 2 years I've been riding it with one of these screws missing. Now these are the original RE knuckle guards, as you can see, those two screws. So there was a question, there are quite a few questions if we can use them without this plastic shield. So yes, we can. We just have to remove that 3 mm Allen key, and this is how it is gonna look. So now let me try. Let me take the one out from that one as well. Okay, before I do that, there were another couple of questions about the strength of these and whether these are made of aluminium or something. So no, this is some kind of alloy, and as you can see, enough damage here. So these have taken quite a few falls on both sides, this one as well as this one. I've got to learn to ride. I think enough is enough. Plenty of damage, but nothing has happened. They have not broken. Only some scratches, and the clear coat that was done on top, that has come off because of those scratches. But overall the quality has been good, as well as the plastic covers. The only problem that I had, now let me get to that, about 2 years back on the Spiti ride, I lost one of these. I was not carrying a spare, and then I had to, I'll show that later. But yeah, these are two 3 mm bolts. These can be easily removed with 3 mm Allen key. So let's get that done. So that's 3 mm H3. If you're using a toolkit like this, you don't even have to remove them. The complete knuckle guard, you don't have to remove the complete knuckle guard just to get rid of the shield. Here you go. That's one. The second one. Let me completely remove this. So there you have it. Two 3 mm bolts out. That is how simple it will be if you want to do it. I don't prefer doing this, but I'll tell that later. And it will just simply slide out like this, and we would have something like this, if you can see. So out, and that, there you have it. Now my only concern about riding like this, the benefits as well as the disadvantages. The obvious benefit is, considering that the temperature is soaring somewhere close to 44 degrees these days, so this is gonna be comfortable. It will let enough of air flow through. Disadvantage, sorry to be negative, but just in case of a fall, these sharp edges, there is a chance that the glove or hand or something might get tangled. That's just my thought, but yeah, I can understand why people would want to use these knuckle guards like this, and trust me, these have been strong enough. I have not counted the exact number of falls, but I think that was close to at least somewhere around, I don't know, 10-12 falls maybe. One of them was over a speed of 50 kilometers. The rest of them were somewhere around 15, 20, 30 kilometers while off-roading, but nonetheless. And some of the falls were just while the bike was standing, before I shortened the side stand. I have done a video on that if you have seen that. So yeah, it was just always falling just on the side stand. It was never even. So does not actually look bad. And why do we use knuckle guards? The basic purpose, if you would already know, is if you're doing trail riding in the woods, and the branches that hit your hands while riding, that can be slightly painful. So that is why we have these along with the shield, so that the branches and all that, they are not hitting your hands. Second reason is, in case of a fall, all the impact can just, if you're not using this, it can go on the liver, and the liver might break. Simple solution for that is that you can carry a spare liver. But on all my rides, I have never carried a spare liver, because I've always had this. And as you can see again, it has taken some grunt. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I've still never bought these, but sometimes in the city I do remove them completely without the weight. I don't feel much of the vibration, so I've gotten used to the vibration, so I do ride. So in some of the videos you might have seen that I'm riding the bike without these, mainly because I cannot park the bike inside the gate. I have a small gate where I park the bike, so sometimes I just remove them. But on the long rides, I always make sure that I'm riding with these on. Now, as for what had happened to the one on that side, I have already fixed it, but I did shoot a video while the bike was parked inside. So I'll post that. I'll tell you what happened. 3mm one, as I said, it fell, it got loosened, it fell, and then it started vibrating and it made a horrible noise. That was 2 years back. So the camping site here was staying. I took a nail, I heated it up, and then I punched 2 holes, and then I was using zip ties. That was on that side. So you see those marks. I'll even post a picture. I have one of the pictures from Janskar ride last year, where it is clearly visible that a zip tie is sticking out there. So I did that. I was feeling lazy, but finally I thought maybe I should try and get. I'll post that. But yeah, I'll be just doing a fast work kind of a video. But yeah, that is how you can go about it. Again, I have done a completely different video that was 2 years back, so this can be considered a 2-year review as well. These come with shorts. When you don't have these, it comes with a shorter Allen key, that is 6mm, I guess. When you buy these from RE, you will get longer ones like this. Now there is another pointer, just in case if you're doing riding, traveling, off-roading, whatever. Always carry spare ones like these, longer ones, not the shorter ones like these, so that just in case, what will happen is if you fall, the first thing that will go is this bolt itself. It will bend, and I think I have one right here. If you can see that, slightly bent, and once it is bent, it was okay. It was slightly more bent than this, but once it is bent, it will never be tightened properly. So always carry a few. They're the same size as you get in the pannier ones, the longer ones. So that can really come in handy if you're doing multiple day trips, and where just in case the bike has a tumble, someone it can happen just because of the size, and it can happen. It's not like poor riding can only be the reason for that. So always carry some of these in spares. You can put them inside the seat. I have already showed that, so they're already in there. These are just some spare ones that I keep outside. Now let me show how I am covering those holes that I punched. These zip ties. So yeah, always a good idea to carry a zip ties, I guess. I had these zip ties just tied like this because I was not carrying that same number of same width of nut here. So this got the job done. I was back, but this one is almost the same diameter, slightly longer in length, but that is okay. So these have been washed and cleaned and everything. I have shaved off those edges that were coming out, both from inside and outside, as best as I could. And for that I'll be using this resin, just mixing both of these tubes. So I think just masking it up with a tape on the outside would keep the level even. So let's do that so that I can fit it up on the inside. That's one done. The residue, I'm guessing I should be able to grind it out. So this is the final result, as you can see, but yeah, some light passing. I was thinking of grinding them, but I think that would be okay. As for the light passing, even I'm not liking that. So I think a permanent marker. This is a paint marker, basically acrylic. So I'll just shake it up and let's try that. And there we have it. Looks kind of mixes in nicely. It doesn't look pretty on the inside, but well, it had to be done, I guess. Let's just fix it. So found a black screw with washer. I'll put it in this side, and this being slightly slimmer, I'll put it there where I lost the original one. So yeah, that is pretty much it. As good as new. Now of course there are options. I could consider painting this silver bracket itself, but I think that's okay. I don't mind. It's fine. Battle scars, as they say. Keeping it simple, and does not look too bad from the inside. So as I said, I've used the original screw here. Allen key bolt here, and the screw on this. So pretty much that was it for this one. Yeah, that was it. Thanks. Bye.